We heard from community members about the struggle to meet basic needs as the cost of energy bills continues to rise.
Yeah, but a lot of legwork and a lot of solar panels. One local community is receiving some help. Fox 12's Cully shows us the new project in the Cully neighborhood.
I'm out here at what's known as the PDX Community Solar Project. It's located out near the airport, and projects like these ones are meant to serve hundreds of families and not just one, and it's meant to bring down energy costs for families who rent or otherwise can't afford solar power. And those who run the project say that it's one of the biggest solar projects in the city, and that when it's up and running, it will bring down energy costs for some of our most vulnerable community members. Sliding and securing a solar solution.
We started the development of this project 4 years ago to get to this point, so we're very excited to be close to flipping the switch.
Evan Ramsey with the Bonneville Environmental Foundation guides us through the PDX Community Solar Project, where 1 megawatt of electricity will soon send shockwaves through the neighborhood.
Low-income households that subscribe to this project will receive about a 40% reduction in their electricity expenses, and so that can be about $350 to $400 a year in savings for folks that, are living a paycheck to paycheck.
And many of those folks live in the Cully neighborhood, where Scintilla Holly and the Verde Environmental Justice nonprofit have been hosting workshops and helping people get plugged in to the project.
The Cully neighborhood has one of the largest racially, ethnically diverse neighborhoods in Portland. Also majority low income as well. And these communities are typically hit the hardest. Some people really have to decide whether they could get their medications or pay their utility bill, buy diapers, it could even mean displacement for some people.
A $4 million grant from the Portland Clean Energy Fund helped get the project off the ground, with the help of organizations like Energy Trust, which runs 25 total projects much like this one across the state.
Projects like this are really important to helping us meet our greenhouse gas reduction goals in the state. Really presents a fantastic opportunity for people to be able to lower their electric bills and get the benefits of solar energy, even if they're renters or if they don't have a suitable roof.
The project will come online in mid-October, and until then, Verde will be working to fill the remaining 60 slots available for local families to seek a solar solution.
This program is a win-win for everybody. Not only is using solar way better for the environment, but it also creates such a ripple effect. People being able to stay in their homes, people being able to afford necessities is extremely important. And I really hope that this inspires more projects like this around the state.
If you're a customer of PGE, Pacific Power, or Idaho Power, you're also eligible to avail of community solar projects just like this one, and you can find more information on OregonCSP.org. Reporting in Northeast Portland, Carly Olson, Fox 12 Oregon.